The redundancy principle says that when you have an image with a graphic image with text on the screen, you shouldn't also read what the text says because it's essentially information overload for the learner. So here we have a graphic on how to become the President of the United States. And you can see if I hover my mouse over here, there are some links, the hotspots, that I made this graphic with ThingLink. And when I hover over an image, you can see there's text that'll pop up. So what I'm going to do is essentially right now show you a bad example of how to be redundant when you are presenting information. So you can see at the beginning that it says there's a few conditions to become President of the United States. And seeing where my mouse goes, the conditions are that you need to be a natural-born citizen, you need to have a minimum age of 35 years, and you need to be a U.S. resident for at least 14 years. And if you meet those conditions, then you are eligible to campaign to become President of the United States. So then we would go ahead and look at what's the first step. Well, the first step are the primaries and the caucuses. And in this step, it says there are many people who want to be president, each with their own ideas about how government should work. People with similar ideas belong to the same political party, and this is where primaries and caucuses come in. So you can see what I'm doing here is I'm literally reading the text that's already on the graphic. And when there's so much stuff for a learner to look at, or for one of your students to look at, they're going to be reading and they're not going to be able to listen to what you say. Or if they try to listen, they're not going to be able to read, and it's just too much information for the brain to handle at once. So rather than trying to have the learners read the text and you speak it as the presenter at the same time, you don't want to do that because you're being redundant with the information. Instead, you want to just read, like just present the verbally to them information, or let them read. But when you do both, it's just going to be too much information for them to handle. So as you're teaching your classes, as you're making presentations, just remember not to be redundant in your information. Only present it either verbally or written so that the kids don't get overloaded with the information that you're trying to teach them.